music. I love music.
To me, it's where I find my emotions, I feel my emotions, and I heal from my emotions.
I absolutely love music. I am a music nerd.
Hello, my music-loving people. Welcome back to my podcast. In today's episode, I went around campus and asked people what they thought about music. I love music. I mean, who doesn't at least like music? I've received beautiful reflections, beginning with memories that brought tears from the good and bad music had helped them get through, to contagious laughters and giggles that admired the power that music had spiritually, emotionally, mentally, and physically. Enough of me talking, and I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. Let's get into it.
Wow, that's a very loaded question. Why do I like music? I don't like music. I love music. And there are so many different reasons. I love music, first of all, because it awakens my soul. It brings me to life. Music is the heartbeat of life, I think. For me, it brings me up when I'm down. It can bring me down when I'm up sometimes. It stirs memories. It makes memories. It's calming. It's soothing. It's a time for me to, when I'm in a crowd, I need to relax, I can be by myself in that crowd, or I can be with the crowd. And it can do so many different things in that moment for me, whether I'm by myself or with a crowd or with a lot of people. I think the music just can make or break the whole difference of what the scene is. Take the vigil last week, as I'm writing the vigil and working with it, I'm listening to YouTube here in my office, and the Rise Up song came to my mind. Like, I was just singing to myself, like, Rise Up. I was like, oh, we need to play that next week, tomorrow. Like, I just need something like to grasp people. As I'm sitting in my car last week ready to turn off the radio, I have Sirius XM, and I told myself I would never get Sirius XM because it costs too much money, and I got a really nice price on it, and I was like, okay, so I have Sirius XM, like, why am I doing this? But it's for the variety, because I can go from classic to jazz to soul to bluegrass, and I can be whatever I want to be that day, which I can't do without that. And I was sitting in my car ready to turn it off, and the song came on, and I was like, that's the song I want. That's the song I need for this speech that I'm going to write for in May. And I shared that with some folks that I'm working with to write this speech, and I was like, this is the song. They're like, that's it, that's the song you need, that's the inspiration that you need. And it brought back a lot of memories for me of what that song meant to me for in years past, like 30 years ago, where that was. So music is life. It's life-giving. It's the heart, it's the soul, it's everything.
Well, that was just beautiful and pure emotions. It's amazing how she sounded excited about music, but as she sat longer and she thought through all that music had helped her get through, she couldn't help but start tearing up. And we can tell from the crack of her voice towards the end. And it's not that I hadn't expected it, but it also had me thinking about how music had helped me get through the journeys in my life. And I also started tearing up. Well, to get us all hyped up next we have a dancer.
So the question is, what does music mean to me? And I think that music has always been a very important part of my life because I was a dancer for 15 years, and I absolutely feel God, at least, and I feel myself, and I feel my emotions through music. So when I would dance, my favorite thing was lyrics in the song and how they flowed with the music that was laid behind it. And when those things matched up, for me personally, I danced harder, I worked through my emotions faster, and I was just overall happier when I left dance class after the music reached my soul. When I'm at church, my favorite part is worship and music, because some people feel God through like the environment and the way the wind's hitting the trees, and that just does not cut it for me. It's music. So it doesn't matter if it's the singers, the drummer, the pianist, the guy playing on his bongos occasionally, but sound and the way that it's produced just brings out different emotions in me. And I have had like a bunch of traumatic events, I guess, in my life, and driving in my car with the music on is where I heal, and dancing with the music on is where I heal, and music is like my best friend. And I like all music except country music. It's not me. I don't feel it with country music unless it's like summer, it's 80 degrees and I'm vibing. But like I think that that's another thing to bring up. Like there's different music for different times, and like you can't just listen to 80s rock just for fun. Like there's a time. So I don't know. Music has always been a big part of my life, and to me it's where I find my emotions, I feel my emotions, and I heal from my emotions.
And that was a totally different tone to what we had heard earlier, but still carried so much meaning and love within. I really appreciate how she had openly talked about her faith and the role music plays, because I can most definitely relate to using music to draw myself closer to God. And yes, and it's not only about the beat and the music, but it's the lyric that deeply speaks to us.
I absolutely love music. I am a music nerd. My whole family is pretty musical, especially because my dad is our church's minister of music. So he does organ, he also leads the choir, so I grew up being on the choir, not so much because I could sing, but because my whole family sings. So I always loved music for that reason. It was time to spend with my family, and of course worshiping God. And I also love band. I play clarinet, did marching band, and even though I'm in college and you can't major in music and have a busy math major, I still enjoyed it.
Yes, music is not only to be heard, but to be sang and to be made by playing instruments. Her growing up singing, playing the clarinet, and being surrounded with people that were into music had played a significant role in who she is today. And I think we can all agree that music had played a role in our identities. Music is worth pursuing, even if it's not a career, into our hobbies and our lives. Thank you for making it to the end of the podcast, and I hope you put your headsets, earphones, or AirPods and play music to your heart's fullest content.